Hi, hello. So, if you haven't watched season 8, episode 5 of Game of Thrones, then I suggest you click away from this video because this video is gonna have a lot of spoilers for that episode. And also, if you're not up to date with Game of Thrones, you should just click away. And also, there are going to be minor spoilers for the Game of Thrones books. So, yes, click away if you if you don't want any spoilers. So, Game of Thrones is the golden egg giving goose of HBO, and Dan and Dave, the show writers and the runners of the Game of Thrones, decided to gut the goose and search for more golden eggs, and thus they destroyed Game of Thrones from season 7, and they are still destroying it in season 8. I've already watched Game of Thrones season 8 episode 5 a few couple of hours ago, and this video is completely unscripted, so I'm just gonna ramble for a bit about what's wrong with this episode and what's right with this episode. So yeah, if you wanna see that or listen to that because you are not gonna see much, then well, yeah, keep watching or else click away. So the first thing that I would say is the episode starts off in a really, really, really amazing way. You see Varys writing letters about John's true heritage, and you think that, probably Varys is gonna do something. Well, guess what? All he did was die. Yeah, that's all he did. He did not practically do anything. I mean, like, okay, so first of all, Varys is not an idiot. This is not the Varys that we know from season 2 and season 3. The Varys that always keeps in toe to toe with Littlefinger. I mean, what? Really? You just made Varys an idiot. I mean, like, Varys would never go to Jon and tell him that he knows his true heritage. I mean, like, Varys knows Jon and Dany are close, so what if Jon tells Dany? So, yeah, of course, Varys would not do that. And even if Varys was planning to overthrow Daenerys, then he would not express that view to Tyrion. Varys is extremely secretive. So, yeah, I mean, fuck this. Now let's come to Tyrion. I mean, okay, so the showrunners have been screwing up Tyrion's character from season 5. And yeah, it wasn't much better this season or this episode. I mean, okay, if someone tells Tyrion that there is another Targaryen, the first reaction that Tyrion is gonna have is to just hold that information within him and see what happens. And if he would require that information for any sort of political maneuvering, then and only then he would reveal that information to the right person. That is Tyrion. But like apparently in the show he just blurted that secret out to the spider, Varys, who would I mean, if Varys knows, then basically everyone knows. Yeah, I guess. Also, not also that, Varys, after telling Varys, Tyrion goes and tell Dany in this episode that he have told Varys. So he's telling Daenerys that I have betrayed you, and just so that you don't burn me, just burn Varys. Well, like at this point, I'm speechless. Okay, I'm speechless. So Danny, in the starting of the episode, is clearly shown to be going mad. She has refused to eat or to drink, and like you can totally see it on her face, like she's gonna go fucking mad queen. And well, guess what? The book readers have kind of known this for a long, 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 long amount of time. Okay. In the book, Daenerys' character is a lot different because in the book, Daenerys is only 13 and she actually does not want to be the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. She just wants to live in the house with the red door, which signifies the, a simple, really simple life that she wants. And yeah, like, yeah, she wants a really simple life. Or on the other end of this, or on the other end of the spectrum, Daenerys' other struggles in the books comes from whether she will go mad or not. Like, yeah, Daenerys' whole plotline in the book is basically walking on the knife's blade. Like, will she go mad? Will she not go mad? That's the total plot line of Daenerys in the book. But in the TV show, they haven't shown Daenerys in that light. They have shown Daenerys to kind of be that Mary Sue character who always kind of makes the same decision kind of thing. But yeah, so like she just burns down King's Landing right now. Like, what? Like, there's a thing called foreshadowing, and if you haven't done that really well, then the well it sucks. It basically sucks. In the TV show, they have shown Daenerys to be either be very ruthless or to be not ruthless and take the politicking way kind of thing. Like, yeah, if you have seen that where the Daenerys want to burn the Masters when the Masters attacked Marine, and she wanted to burn them all. Like, yeah, that's ruthless. That's not mad. That's ruthless. They're basically attacking free people and wants to turn them to slaves. And if you want to burn people like those who want to do that, that's not mad. That's justified and that's just ruthless. But she instead goes Tyrion's way and, kind of did a little bit of politicking, but also burns down one ship or two for the sake of showing off powers and so that the showrunners can tell that, here, look, we have dragons on the screens. So yes, I totally do not believe that Daenerys, at least in the show, would burn down King's Landing like the way she burned. Because, like, well, she has enmity with Cersei. If she wants to burn something down, she would just go to the Red Keep and she would burn down the Red Keep. She wouldn't burn down the whole King's Landing. I mean, what the fuck? Also, other thing about Daenerys' plotline in this episode is that she destroyed all the Scorpio on the King's Landing's border, like the walls of the King's Landing, and also all the Scorpio in the Iron Fleet without getting hit. I mean, that's kind of inconsistent from the last episode where, like, the Rhaegal got hit by three perfectly timed shots. I mean, okay, so that episode has its own problems. I mean, if she was flying that high, how the fuck will she not see the Iron Fleet coming? How the fuck? Showrunners of this episode and all the other episodes of season 8 and season 7 have been really, 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 really stupid. Okay, so the other thing about that is that Tyrion frees Jaime, which kind of mirrors the season 4 of which kind of mirrors the season 4 where Jaime frees Tyrion. And well, that's total bullshit. I mean, like, if you have read the books, you'd know what Jaime says to Tyrion. Okay, he just tells him the truth that Tyrion's first wife Taisha was not a whore, and she was a really commoner girl who really loved Tyrion. And to that, Tyrion responds that next time he will see Jaime, he will kill Jaime because Jaime lied to him. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, they have been screwing up Tyrion's and Jaime's character from long ago. In midst of all this, I kinda liked Cersei's plotline in this episode, at least. I mean, At least her plotline is not filled with stupid plot holes and mistakes and whatever. Her plotline is the like most realistic plotline that would happen, in the world of Game of Thrones. Yeah. If you like know how like George R. R. Martin writes his character deaths, he writes them in a way where they kind of think, where they go in a situation thinking that they are gonna win that situation, but instead realizing that, oh fuck, they're stupid and they have made a great mistake, but instead they keep fighting and they just die. Yeah, that's exactly how George R. R. Martin writes his character deaths. And Cersei's plotline kind of felt that in this episode. She was super confident that, Drogon will be killed and her army will win the battle, but, just it did not happen. She still kept on believing that Lannister army will, win the battle, but they did not, and instead, Drogon started destroying the Red Keep, and Cersei just got, trapped or died under, buildings, crying about her baby. So yeah, that's exactly Cersei to the T, and that's exactly how Cersei will die. I'm pretty much sure that's exactly how Cersei will die in the books. Okay, so one thing about that is that when the fighting starts and kind of the fighting is in the ending, kind of just between that, you see Tyrion actually walking in the battlefield. I mean, like without any weapon or bodyguard, and there are soldiers running in the background. So, like, what the fuck, show writers? Like, that's just, that's just without any logic. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the show writers are stupid. So once again, the bell started ringing, and yes, the city surrenders, but the Daenerys burns everything anyway. So yeah, I mean, I have already talked about that. Like, if you want to show a character going mad, show her descent from the beginning. I mean, yeah, like the show never showed Daenerys' descent into the madness that way that the books have actually shown through the past 5 books. So yeah, like I knew this was gonna happen, but still, if I would have seen the foreshadowing on all that, that would have been nice. And as soon as Daenerys started firing up King's Landing, the Northerners and the army just starts attacking people. And yeah, it's like a really morally gray area. Like, they're following their leaders, but they're still doing a wrong thing. And amidst of all that, Jon Snow is like, what the fuck? And yeah, like, it's all happening because of you, stupid. I mean, why the fuck Jon Snow had to tell Sansa and others? I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, thousands of are dying, and yeah, thousands of millions of people are dying, and well, it's as much as Jon Snow's fault as much as it is Daenerys's. So yeah. Or wait, probably it's not Jon Snow's fault because he tried to protect like one girl. Like, yeah, like Jon Snow's still stupid, Like, whoever supports Jon Snow, I don't know how the fuck you do that, because he's stupid. Like, he's stupider than Daenerys. So I will have to give props to Lena Headey's acting. Like, yeah, Lena Headey has always been a really great actress, and I don't think any other actress would have been able to like portray Cersei as she has. So yeah, like her acting is really good. So yeah, claps for her, likes for her. If you liked her acting, like this video. Like, I'm not telling you to like Cersei, I'm just telling you to like Lena Headey's acting. So yeah. And amidst of all that, you see like Jaime trying to reach Cersei, and Jaime and Euron kind of fights, and I'm like, this fight is kind of pointless because, like, uh, I think we all know what's gonna happen, and I would have personally liked if, uh, Euron would have been burned by Drogon or something. Yeah, that would, like, I would have really loved that more than Jaime and Euron fighting, whatever. So you see Qyburn's death at the hand of the mountain, which is kind of underwhelming for me. Like, yeah, I get it. It's that the created is destroying the creator kind of thing, but still, I really did not feel anything for that death. Qyburn in the show is stupid. I mean, like, if you are thinking like no, wait, Qyburn is not stupid. He invented the Scorpio. He, just from the poison, just replicated the poison to kill, the Dawn, whatever that her name was. They're so screwed up the plot line of Dawn so bad. Yeah, whatever. That's another topic. But yeah, like, no, Qyburn is not intelligent. Qyburn is motherfucking stupid. Like, okay, you are designing a machine to kill a dragon, and you are naming that machine Scorpio. That's kind of the foreshadowing of, the time when Aegon was conquering the Seven Kingdoms, and one of his dragons was killed by Dawn. Some Dawn is, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, one of his dragon died in Dawn, and it died by a machine called Scorpio. So yeah, it's a foreshadowing of that. But you know why the dragon died just from one shot? Because that Scorpio had poison in them, and like, if Qyburn is really intelligent and would have read history, he would have also made a poison that would go with the blades or like the arrow tips of that Scorpio to kill the dragon just in one shot. And yeah, sure, Qyburn is stupid, and I really did not care that he died. He just died. Okay, so now let's talk about Hound and Arya. So I will not even talk about how the fuck they got into the Red Keep. Like, yeah, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about that. Like, okay, fine. I will talk about that. Like, Hound and Arya are shown getting into the courtyard of the Red Keep, but like, how the fuck they get into the castle of the Red Keep? Like, are there no guards? Like, how? Yeah, okay, whatever. But fine. They got in, and once they got in, Hound is like, Arya, you don't have to kill Cersei. The dragons will get them, or others will get them. You just can't leave. And, well, bitch, you know what? That's true for Hound as well. You don't have to kill your big brother. The dragon will get them, or somebody else will get them, or he will just die from being covered by a pile of rocks or something. So, yeah, I mean, like, that scene is complete bullshit. And, even more, the most worst thing about that scene is that if, like, Hound have told that to season 2 or season 3 Arya, then Arya would have clapped back at him and would have said that, like, that's the same for your brother. So, like, why not we both get out of here instead of just, like, you are telling me to get out of here, so why aren't you getting out of here? So, yeah, that's exactly what Arya would have told. And fuck this show. But I will have to say that Hound versus Sandor Clegane was good. Like, we got to see Sandor's real face and his weirdly fungused body, and yeah, whatever. That was kind of good, I guess. So Jaime and Cersei meet again, and okay, yeah, like, yeah, I get that they were born together, they are gonna die together, kind of thing. So yeah, that's been foreshadowing a lot of times in the books and also in the show. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not super thrilled about it, but I'm not super unthrilled about it. It's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, the show is already shared, so who cares? Okay, so the final two things that I'm going to talk about is that Arya trying to get out of the King's Landing, and that was one of the most wonderfully shot sequence, I think. I mean, like, yeah, that was really, yeah, that kind of showed how much of a villain Daenerys can really be in this episode. So yeah, I did like that. I did like that. I really liked that. But like, what the fuck was the thing with the horse? I mean, like, everything was burned. How the fuck is that horse alive? I don't understand Game of Thrones anymore. And finally, Cersei and Jaime's death. So yeah, they died together, holding each other. Jaime, in the past, would have told Bronn that I would want to die in the arms of the woman I love. So yeah, that makes sense. And I also really loved how Cersei was like, I don't want my children to die. I want my children to be alive. Like, yeah, that is Cersei. She's a mother. Might not be the best mother of the world, but yeah, she's a mother. But like, damn, Cersei, you realized that too late. I mean, come on. Like, I get it. The showrunners were kind of trying to kind of give her some kind of redemption, but like, yeah, like she has done some awful things. So yeah, that one sentence, like, I don't want my child to die, I want my child to live, I don't think that's enough redemption for her. Like, no, no. But yeah, whatever. I'm, like, Cersei is dead. Okay, good, fine, whatever. You know what, in the end, maybe I did like just Daenerys burning down King's Landing. Maybe that's what they truly deserve. I mean, like, Daenerys' one of dragons died because Jon Snow was being an idiot. Daenerys' other dragons died because the show writers were being an idiot. So, like, yeah, basically, they don't know how to handle Daenerys' character anymore. So they just took the easy way out and made her conveniently mad, which I know, like, kind of makes sense in this thing, but still, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're like, when I was watching that episode, I was really supporting Daenerys. I was like, yeah, burn those people down, please. Like, please, please burn the whole seven kingdoms down. Please, please. You know what? Maybe Daenerys did the right thing. She should burn King's Landing down and then burn each and every other major capital in the seven kingdoms, and then just, show a really big fuck off to the people of King's Landing and the seven kingdoms and go away. She motherfucking protected the, like, she helped in the Battle of Winterfell, and how people responded to that was like, good, okay. I mean, like, yeah, Jon and Arya were kind of supported to her, but like, whatever. The people in King's Landing were just like, what the fuck, bitch. I mean, I know it's not their fault, they're just innocent peoples, but whatever. They have made the show shit. I mean, the only good parts of this episode were the fight between the Clegane brothers and then Arya's escape, and I really loved just uh, watching Cersei's acting in this episode. So yeah, that was good. And the other thing was, like, I finally got to see King's Landing burn. That feels amazing. That really feels amazing. Maybe Daenerys should burn the show writers next. That would be really good ending to a Game of Thrones.